So Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness was pretty exciting to say the least. We got a variety of cameos and the return of a few fan favorites like Charles Xavier of the X-Men, Peggy Carter Captain America, and so on. But the post-credit scene in itself was also a pretty big deal, and I'm gonna break it down for you through this video to explain what this hints towards the future of MCU and how much ramification can the multiverse face from it. But before I start off, keep in mind that this video will contain spoilers for the movie, and if you have not watched Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, it is recommended that you leave the video right away. And if you still feel like sticking around, then don't forget to drop a like and get subscribed to the channel for future theory and plot explained videos. So, when we reach to the post-credits scene of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, we see Stephen having a peaceful stroll without the third eye, which he acquired after his soul got corrupted because he used the Darkhold. He used the Darkhold to daydream into the corpse of Defender Strange, and probably that corrupted his soul, resulting in the creation of a third eye on his forehead. When somebody comes behind him and calls him by his name, he turns around pretty confused and asks the woman whether he can help her. The woman responds that Doctor Strange has caused an incursion which needs to be fixed and his assistance is needed by her. Then she summons a mystical blade and cuts open a rift to possibly a location which looks like the Dark Dimension where Dormammu resides. She turns back to Doctor Strange, taunting him by saying, "Unless you are afraid." To which Doctor Strange throws his scarf around his neck, which morphs into his cape while his sorcerer attire is back on him, and says, "Not in the least." His third eye also reopens and he jumps into the portal with this mysterious woman. Now, firstly, let's talk about the third eye, or the curse, or the corruption, whatever you may like to refer it to as. The third eye of Doctor Strange in the comics is actually the Eye of Agamotto, which he has used from time to time to ward off evil. But in the MCU, they seem to have made a slight variation to this whole ordeal. Firstly, the Eye of Agamotto stored the Time Stone in it, and now since that has been destroyed, we have not seen Strange use the relic, not much, even in Multiverse of Madness. And now he has been corrupted by the Darkhold. This is, to be honest, very similar to a plot in the comics where Doctor Strange takes the help of dark magic once to defeat World Breaker Hulk and gets corrupted by it, due to which he is unable to use or access the Eye of Agamotto any longer. This could be a possible plotline which can be explored in Doctor Strange 3 or any other similar project, because the entity which corrupts Strange in comics is called as Zom, and the entity is supposedly so strong that it took the combined efforts of Dormammu, Eternity, and the Living Tribunal to banish him. Maybe Cthulhu can be an entity showing similar traits. We never know, because a lot of times we have seen in MCU that a lot of characters have multiple traits from different characters inside the comics. Talking about Dormammu, it reminds me of the woman who was in the post-credit scene. It is absolutely clear that this is none other than Clea, the sorceress of Dark Dimension, niece to Dormammu, and in the comics a disciple, lover, and eventual wife of Doctor Strange. They are technically not married according to the terms and laws or traditions of Earth, but the whole plotline revolves around them being eternally bound together with a ring, and according to the customs and rituals of the Dark Dimension. This was a whole storyline when Clea's mother was trying to murder her and take control of the Dark Dimension when Dormammu was banished, and during that time she had to take help from Strange, and Strange confessed his love, overall resulting in them being married in the traditions of the Dark Dimension, and both sharing a bond between them, both sharing their soul and also maintaining a mental connection for eternity. At least that is what the exact comic said. Going back to her origins, she has a pretty wholesome backstory, and her lineage is very deeply rooted with the Dark Dimension. Her mother, who is Umar, is the sister of Dormammu himself, and at one time Umar shared a relationship with Baron Mordo. Yep, you heard me correct. The Baron Mordo, whom we know from our 616 universe, who is the sworn enemy of Doctor Strange. He had a relationship with Clea's mother in the comics. I don't know whether something like this would happen in the MCU. Maybe if not a relationship, at least they may come up to an agreement such that they can defeat Clea and Doctor Strange when they team up together. But of course, future can tell if that will ever happen or not. So coming back to the fact that Umar shared a relationship with Baron Mordo, and it was essentially done when they were ruling the Dark Dimension together. And this is, to be very honest, huge. She's a major character in the Doctor Strange lore and has always been one of the primary characters assisting Doctor Strange in his adventures. As of the second crate scene, we go back to the pizza ball seller who is still punching himself from Doctor Strange's spell, which wears off, and he hysterically laughs while looking at the camera saying, "It's over." Now, this character is actually played by Bruce Campbell, and this scene is just a sarcastic nod to the film getting over, just like what we have usually seen in movies like Deadpool. As if you remember correctly, Deadpool 2 had something similar in it. It's just a funny scene, not of much importance to the MCU story or timeline. Still, I personally think that ending the movie by teasing Clea and her team up with Doctor Strange indicate how the multiverse is unraveling and slowly how we are going into the incursion and the story of Secret Wars, which will be the next major event in the MCU timeline. The whole incursion and Secret War theory shall be explained in another video which I am working upon and will be up on the channel very soon. So of course, get subscribed to the channel for it. Apart from that, of course, there are gonna be a lot of romantic elements because of Clea being present. And if we are seeing the presence of Clea and a lot of unexplored characters are still there whom we just got to know in the MCU. Like, for example, we got to know that Reed Richards has a child who is actually an Omega level mutant. We got to know about his wife, who is actually Sue Storm, the invisible girl, the invisible woman, however you may like to portray it, and essentially the existence of Fantastic Four in the other reality, that is 836 if I am not wrong, has been proved. Along with that, it has been proved that that universe also had Inhumans in it because of the presence of Black Bolt, and since Sorcerer Supreme Baron Mordo explained that Black Bolt is the keeper of the Terrigen Mist, since Terrigen Mist has been said, it has been proved that Inhumans are present in that universe, and if they are present in that universe, how long does it take to transport a little bit amount of Terrigen Mist into 616, right? Apart from that, the existence of X-Men have also been confirmed, because if Charles Xavier is present, then of course he must have his own X-Men team, and he has shown a little bit of usage of his psychic powers, so maybe we'll see a younger version of him as the MCU timeline unfolds. We have also missed out one thing, that is an empty chair in the Illuminati room. Now, I personally don't know if Marvel is playing tricks with us, if it's just to misguide us, or they have completely CGI'd out superior Iron Man Tom Cruise. If that is the case, then maybe they have bigger plans for him, because we have seen supposed released set photos of Tom Cruise in the sets of Multiverse of Madness. So that is also an unanswered questions, and probably in the upcoming future we will be able to justify it or find some suitable answer to these questions. So yeah, that is gonna be all for today, guys. If you did enjoy the video, then don't forget to hit the like button, get subscribed to the channel and click on the notification bell so that whenever we are creating similar videos in the channel, you'll be notified about them and you will be able to watch them firsthand. Till then, what do you think about the post-credit scenes, and how do you think Clea will have an effect on the story and lore of Doctor Strange? Write those down in the comment section down below. And also check out our socials. The link to them is given in the description and also on the screen right now. So with all that being said, I'll see you next time with another awesome video with some more news, more lore and more guides. Till then, take care of yourself, have an amazing rest of the day, stay classy and stay safe.